Backdoor Chronicles, Volume 1.
This gentleman to my right or left, I don't know how the camera flips it, that is our good friend Neeler.
Neil has a YouTube channel, don't you?
Yeah.
Drum channel.
Plug it.
What is it?
It's just actually Neil Yakupin. You just search it. Search my name.
He's a drummer and he's dope.
Give
he's
him
really
a follow.
sick.
Even if you're not into music, he plays a ton of different genres, and you'll find something in there you like.
So,
He's been involved in a lot of the trips we've taken. Numerous survival trips, trying to be less Stroud, that we can talk about. We've done canoe trips, and we've done backpacking trips. So this one, we went down the Allegheny. Our canoe trip was to obviously flow south, and we're going to go past our old camp so we could go see where we got our kicked, and then pass actually his godfather, Uncle Dean, whatever his relation is, and then go to our pickup zone. Pretty short and simple.
Yeah, 2 days. Go the first day, canoe. Go the second day to the pickup point. Cool. That's it.
It starts out as Neil said that the canoes were going to be like what was it, $20 or $30 a boat.
Yeah.
It ends up being like $30 a person per boat. So we right off the bat we're like, all right,
working over cash,
working
baby.
yeah.
Putting out that money.
Forget
I feel like I shouldn't take blame for this. It was a sketchy dude.
Well,
The
yeah,
guy
yeah.
he didn't have very good communication skills. He had a business line that he didn't answer. He would only text with, which I'm not used to dealing with businesses like that, but you can imagine. You can paint a picture.
Other than that, though, the canoes are great. They were nice
great.
canoes.
They were great.
Solid canoes.
So for this kind of a trip, we had a canoe. We brought a cooler. We had beverages. We had meat. Like, we were set. We were not skimping at all. Which,
not just meat.
some whiskey, baby.
we had steaks.
We had steaks
We had
here. Like, we were
steaks.
eating better than...
We had some nice steaks.
And they weren't just steaks. I bought filet mignons. So, I mean, these were literally $16 a pop, and I got 3 of these boys. So
Yeah, Neil.
He balled out.
Yeah, he
So
bought
I'll
out.
throw an extra 30.
So we got on the river.
We're hanging out, doing a
Yeah.
little bit of fishing. It was actually
yeah.
the first time we were on the Allegheny, and it wasn't chocolate milk.
oh, dude, yeah, Travis was
amazing.
knee deep in the water. There was a point in time where I actually thought he was going to drown. I don't realize he knew how far in he was, dude. It was up to your chest, and I looked back, and you just had the biggest
Angling.
grin, spinning grin right on your face. So happy.
At one point, Trav just like starts trekking across, like not in his canoe, like
Barefoot,
walking
dude.
barefoot just across the river.
All my fishing friends out there, you know when you see a good spot, you got to hit it. And, I mean, I
just
hit,
kept
I went
going.
for it, and I caught 0 fish.
Yeah.
I was fishing one side of the island. Neil is in between me and Brad. Brad's getting out of the canoe, and as you can tell, Brad's hair is crazy anyways. It was crazy this day. I mean, it was like out
I was
here.
wearing a buff, and it was just sticking up.
It was
Like,
longer than that. So on top of Artie being extra giggly, I turn around to see him half in, half out of a canoe with a cigar sticking out like Popeye's corncob pipe. And he's got smoke in his face. And I literally look at him. He looks like an insane person. And I literally start cracking up. And as Neil said, I am belly button deep, maybe chest deep in water, so it's ripping through. And then Neil notices this show.
Oh, dude, we're trapped in laughter. At this point, we're so deep in your own laughter. I'm laughing at the fact that we can't stop laughing. But I remember looking back at you, Brad, and the fact that the smoke was going out of your mouth and back into your nose, and so all you could breathe was tobacco smoke, was cracking.
You
me
don't
up.
inhale cigars, and that's all Brad was
Oh
doing.
my.
Why did I throw the beer can in the water? Remember when I tried to see if the beer can flagged, and it just literally went boom, just shot down?
You said that you saw somewhere that beer bottles float or
I
something.
think someone wanted a beer, so I swear I saw something on the tube that like you can just throw a beer can and it'll float. Well, I grab a beer to go throw to Brad, and I toss it at him, and I mean it sunk like a rock. And because we were already so giggly, it just amplified it. And when you get into these giggle fests like we're in now, it's overwhelming.
There's
And you
no
almost
snapping
want it
out
to
of it.
stop, and you can't. You just keep going.
Was that the trip where Neil tried to convince us that dragonflies?
Yes.
Listen, to this day, I
Next
swear
point.
this was an honest mistake, but I
Oh
did
my-
read somewhere, it might have been like a Snopes article or something, that dragonflies during a heavy rainstorm can actually dodge each drop. And I remember telling
never
them
did
that,
it.
and the first person to be like, that sounds like bullshit, was Brad. And I remember sitting there on my phone Googling it and figuring out to myself that it was actually
Just
incorrect.
lie. If it's a light rain, sometimes they dodge them all.
It was like if it was a light drizzle, they can dodge a few of them.
Yet he was dead set on convincing us that dragonflies have never, in the history of dragonflies,
Ever been hit.
been touched by a rainbow.
What a bizarre statement.
Yeah.
Dude, I said it with the utmost confidence
He,
too. Like,
the thing, he believed it, which was crazy.
still to this day, I have a hard time accepting the truth. It felt real.
One of the stops we had taken earlier when we saw the giggles, you know, when you leave a spot, you want to keep the place clean. You want to leave nothing behind because, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to litter or anything. So, you know, instead of just saying, you know, clean up where you, like what you put down, make sure everything's clean and let's go, Brad decided to say,
Leave the land like you left it.
whatever that means. It makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, it makes sense if you do think about it, honestly. Just take the time.
Brad at the time thought it made perfect sense.
But the way you said it too, you said it like you were like some wise sage of the woods. Like Brad had been, he was like an archaic like tree of the woods at that point, dude.
So we set up our camp. We Neil brought a barbecue marinade for our steaks.
The packets too, like you would put the
Yeah,
steaks
it was
inside of the
amazing.
Jack
packets.
Daniels ones are
Yeah,
good.
they're really
So
good.
as we're like getting ready for bed, we know it's kind of like a heavy bear area, and somebody was like just kind of joking around and said,
It was
"Oh,
him.
I wonder if bears like barbecue." Cool. Yeah, that's a funny
We all
statement.
laughed.
We all
We
laughed.
literally
yeah.
did
It's
laugh.
really funny. So then we went to sleep. I didn't see anything. Classic, like
Bats swoop at the light. Basketball-sized boulders.